So I released the descriptions of how the ancient Wing Chun fight looks like. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the significance of this video?
Well, the first thing that I've noticed is the uniqueness of Wing Chun, because nowadays we are not able to see it as it is defined in the classic and Shaolin short strike, and then the Ming Dynasty military technology. Nowadays, it's not well defined. You cannot see its uniqueness, and when Wing Chuners try to fight, it looks like each Wing Chuner has a different approach, different interpretation of it. They're free to do whatever they want with it, which in reality, this is not it. Each art has its uniqueness, and Wing Chun is one of these arts that has this uniqueness. The video was clear on it.
So you guys all have more than 10 years of Wing Chun training, and you guys are teaching. So it's time to speak up, okay? What do you guys think?
Can I speak first, or
sure.
Do you want, Daniel?
No, go ahead.
What I saw in the video is uniqueness was the shoot in, how you shoot in, how you use your legs and your body. The short strike, and then you go over to foot, whipping the foot and a kick and a punch, and you have the judo throwing, and then the takedown, and then you have the arm locks and everything. It's so much there, and it's so much different than the 1960s. Not a little bit the same. It's great to see it like that. It's good explanation, so you have a good view of it. What it is. Yeah.
Yes, and it's like you explained. I mean, 1960s version is only straightforward. And you have only the chain punches going straight forward, no moving around, no trying to occupy the center axis of the opponent. I've never seen something like that before, and I've been teaching for more than 20 years now, and nobody before showed me how to do it correctly and what Wing Chun is really like. And if you compare it with the 1960s, it has nothing to do with Wing Chun at all. It's just something which was invented by somebody, and you can bully weak people with that, and that's it. And if you have somebody who knows how to fight, then I think the 1916 version, they always fail, as we have seen in many videos. And yes, and they shouldn't be surprised if Si Xiaodong, he makes fun of them, because it's really like that, and he's right what he's saying. So we have to differ between Wing Chun 1850 and 1960, because they have nothing in common at all. So the uniqueness, you see the uniqueness in the 1850s, which has so much. You have throws, you have locks, you occupy, you move around, you don't stay still, you don't have structure. It's always instability in there, because we move around. There's no stability at all, and which is good, because it makes you yes, more agile, more alive, and yes, and you always, and what you always have is the recycling momentum. You have the 3D momentum play. So and of course the breathing. If you don't have the breathing, then you won't be able to do all that. because you need the VO2 max to be able to do all these things. And yes, it's completely different.
So you know why I released this? First, I resign. I retire. So I might die tonight. Serious, okay? Anybody who's after 60s, you might die, okay? Not to mention that I have a diabetic type 1, okay? So there are certain things which need to be clear out for fairness, okay? Now, number one thing, the image of Wing Chun. You know how bad it is in the real world? So this is the video of Xi Xiaodong. Everybody can watch in the YouTube, okay? It is released 2019, December 19, almost 2 years already. Today is 2021, okay? So he's talking about why Wing Chun is a woman's arts. So in the clip, I want to share with a clip there, which is inside there, so you guys can go look at it. So this is the clip here. Hopefully you can hear it. The clip within it. How Xi Xiaodong expressed on Wing Chun. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Can you guys see that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can go to this YouTube to watch it. Okay. I just take a small part so I comment on it. Don't know how to operate this. You guys heard what he said there? You guys heard what he said in Chinese over there?
Yeah, he's making.
You guys see that thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So it is in this video, the clip I just showed you guys. Is that Wing Chun? Sorry, I cannot accept that. In the history of Chinese martial art, in the ancient, by evidence, what Xi Xiaodong described is not what it is. Xi Xiaodong have the right to describe what he see, what he know, what he understand, because he's the guy who fought twice in public to the Wing Chuners and KO them. Okay? Or if not KO them, it just go in within seconds, put them down. Now, can you live with this type of image of Wing Chun?
Not at all.
No.
Do you think any grandmaster who have already died in the past, who fight in the Red Boat with Hong Seng, Choi Lei Fan, and everybody will take that?
No.
Never.
Never.
Okay.
It was life and death to them. People were intelligent. It's not acceptable.
So is this the representations of Wing Chun? For 2 years, it's out from there. You guys still making movies, okay? Movie exactly like fight like what Xi Xiaodong do in that video. Am I right?
Yes.
That is how people look at you in the martial art world. And then there are still people arguing about my Wing Chun, like Tai Chi, my Wing Chun do this, my Wing. You know what? Can people learn that? If they want to create something, name their own name. Like Bruce Lee create his own style, they call it Jeet Kune Do. Don't call it this Wing Chun, that Wing Chun, that Wing Chun. And this is Wing Chun. You like it or not, this is Wing Chun. Okay? You like it or not, that is Wing Chun. With this image put into the entire world's mind, do you think you defend your ancestor? Or you trash your ancestor? You let people trash your ancestor with nonsense. And then you don't speak up. Why? And then you start to create many things. Like yesterday, somebody told me, you have to have a structure and then you move with it. What is that? No? So that's what I said. You want, no, don't say that you're against, Hendrik is against you. No, Hendrik is not against anybody, but any Wing Chuner or Grandmaster, do you want to take this? Can you take it? So I choose to rectify it with historical and scientific evidence. It's not about who is the best fighter. It's about what it is, by evidence. So here on, people should have a clear mind. If you want to create something like Bruce Lee, you call it Jeet Kune Do. Don't call it this Wing Chun, that Wing Chun, Tai Chi Wing Chun, this Wing Chun, that Wing Chun. Okay? Now also, Wing Chun is not a concept. Wing Chun is a technology, a well-developed technology based on the realistic battlefield fighting of General Qi Ji Guang and Shaolin Sword Strike. And then people use it in the Red Boat Uprising. If your Wing Chun is like this, as Xi Xiaodong said, you couldn't even walk out your door.
Of course.
So it is at this point already. So that's why yesterday I shared that video. You look at it, two things. Like for example, we use our BJJ friend or BJJ art as an example. BJJ is like judo, is like jiu-jitsu, is a close range art and is expert in the ground. Am I right?
Yeah.
Now, there are two things there. To shoot in, to get into the range of the close range to take down to the ground. And then the ground fighting. That's what jiu-jitsu, judo will do. Am I right?
Yeah.
Wing Chun is named as short strike art. So Wing Chun have the short strike art, as I showed yesterday. One is you have different ways of shoot in, completely using high intensity momentum to just blown apart of the entire center axis. Am I show that by evidence?
Yes.
The second thing is similar with jiu-jitsu, judo. They are good at going down to the ground, the ground fighting, the uniqueness. Wing Chun have the uniqueness as continue with high momentum, striking, continue striking the opponent, keeping flowing, striking the opponent with the fall, like the judo leg sweep, the strike, the multiple continue chain strike, the throw, which is use your hand, and then your joint lock. Now, so you can look at that analogy with our BJJ friend or Jiu-Jitsu friend. One is the Jiu-Jitsu takedown is our shoot-in. It's the Wing Chun shoot-in. The ground fighting is the Wing Chun sticking body fighting, continuous striking. Anybody, if they want to claim they are the short strike Wing Chun, like in the movie, they say, oh, this is Tip San Tuin Da in Cantonese. Tip San meaning sticking body, short strike. You need to be able to do that. So here on, everybody know in their mind, how is the real world Wing Chun like and how it works. It's like you look at BJJ or Jiu-Jitsu or Judo, there's a takedown part and that is a ground fighting part. Wing Chun have a shoot-in part and the continuous sticking strike part. I should say sticking attack because it's not just strike. You have the fall function, the fall caused by your leg sweep and so forth, your striking by your arm and your leg, your throw, your joint lock. So it has to be this clear. Okay? So hopefully that I share with the world, this is the image of, that is the image of real Wing Chun. Not this. Okay? Not this. You cannot throw a concept up there, Tan Bong Fuk. And then you ask the entire world to guess what it is. And then you end up like that. And then everybody keep quiet. By definition, I'm not even Chinese, I'm American. Why is that you screw the entire Wing Chun ancestor and the culture by not saying anything? You want to swallow that? As an investigator, I'm not even a martial artist. By definition, nobody should accept those things. So what happened? You look at it. In the past 60 years or so after Bruce Lee, somehow, even though Bruce Lee had parted away from Wing Chun 1969 with his letter saying that Wing Chun is a dialand swimming, his letter 1969. People still using Bruce Lee to promote, to make movie and so forth, so forth. And it end up like everybody is copying each other from that movies. And then you end up to be as what Xi Xiaodong say here. And then somebody go adding Tai Chi, adding this, and then internal. Well, what is a real Wing Chun? That's what I say. It's very simple. The shoot-in, the continuous sticking, the continuous close body sticking attacks. So you can see that. So if you want to fight like a grappler, you need to know that your grappling friend will have the proficiency in the takedown and the ground fighting, right? So a Wing Chuner has to have the proficiency of the shoot-in and the sticking attack. Same thing. Not about Wing Chun is a concept, and then you have the mind power. Are you serious? Are you kidding? So yesterday I shared that thing, that fighting thing. The fighting, how the Wing Chun fight according to the ancient, okay? It's not make my me. You need the VO2 max. You need the muscular endurance, not mind power, not Tai Chi, not internal, where everything is vague and never defined. And also everybody talk, oh, this is my grandmaster told me this is from this grandmaster, that grandmaster. For what grandmaster? Now we know that by evidence of in the Chinese history, this is what it is. No grandmaster can rewrite those things. Okay? So right now is this the bottom line. You want your Wing Chun to stay? Or by definitions, this means Wing Chun is gone already. As Xi Xiaodong say inside there. Just watch it and see what he said. So this is how serious it is. And I'm tired of arguing because I might die tonight, but let the world know. Wing Chun is a well-defined, well-developed technology in fighting based on realistic platform of general Qi Ji Guang and Shaolin sword strike, based on real internal, which is I can prove to you scientifically, based on data, based on real momentum handling, which can be proven with modern tools. So what do you want? We know exactly what it is now. Okay? So it is for me? No, I'm retired. I don't own a school. I have no lineage. I'm just an investigator. But as anybody, you are keeping talking about martial art is talk about righteous. Motak is talking about the proper thing. What proper thing are you talking about? If you don't even dare to brought up what is the reality there and keeping going on with whatever you want. So in terms of academic, in terms of culture and education and civilization of human, it is not right. And how to rectify this? Please tell me how to rectify this. This is in YouTube. In China, everybody watch it. In YouTube, everybody watch it. This is the truth. This is by evidence is the truth. You like it or not, I like it or not. How to rectify it if it is not based on the ancient writing? So I'm not saying that I'm the number one fighter, I'm the king of Wing Chun, or king of this, or king of that, or grandmaster, or whatever heck. I'm telling you that this is the only way to rectify what Xi Xiaodong say there is historical evidence and science. And also that provide a base for Wing Chunner to grow. Otherwise, it's suffocate like hell. You're watching the movie, they make the same movie again and again and again, and then fighting this and fighting that again and again, and while it's like keeping people living in a fantasy world. Is there any responsibility for Wing Chun there? No. So the reality of Wing Chun, you don't have your VO2 max, you don't have your muscular endurance conditioning and your neuromuscular connectivity conditioning. You don't have the dynamic momentum, and you don't know exactly what the fighting uniqueness and the component. What are you learning? What are you learning? What is Chi Sao got to do with all this thing? What is your wooden dummy got to do with all of this? What is your sets practice got to do with all of this, like in the fighting? And again, that's not what I'm saying. Everything is based on data. In other parts of the world, probably you can say, oh, you're because of somebody who have a bigger fist and can bully other. In America, you better go to the court and you get sued. You better show your evidence because this is by law. And by law is the good for everybody, right? It's good for everybody. It's protect everybody. Everybody is equal. So right now, that is the situation now. And that's why I don't have any lineage, anything. I just say, go read it. Read what the ancient Chinese have. Okay? And if you want to create something which got nothing to do with Wing Chun, stop to call it Wing Chun. You can have your idea. You can open your own school. That's your freedom. So my key is that this is Wing Chun by definitions, by ancient classic. I don't write it. And they link up. So don't use say, my grandmaster said this, your grandmaster said that. Whatever your grandmaster said, link to the ancient evidence or not. So this is what it is. I know this is a very probably for a lot of people really strong, but you don't have future because your future is in this image by Xi Xiaodong already. That's stamped down in the real world. Is that fair for those who is not doing Wing Chun like what Xi Xiaodong present? Is it fair for the Chinese ancestors in the Wing Chun and Red Boat who fight their life for the people and died because they lost the Red Boat uprising? Is it fair for Chinese culture that you override it by whatever you like with the media or anything? I cannot blame Xi Xiaodong because he's telling the truth of what he see, who he face. So the only way is no grandmaster can rectify this. The only thing can rectify is the ancient Chinese documents and science. That tells Xi Xiaodong flat. What you see is right, but the real Wing Chun is not this way. And that set the ancient and the Chinese culture free. So, and then you guys who want to practice, you need to have that shoot-in capability. You need to have that sticking body continue attack capability. Okay? Is that Qi Sao? So what is Qi Sao for? Qi Sao is to train you so that you be able to sense, have a sense, awareness when you shoot in and when you in the sticking range fighting or in the attack. Qi Sao is for that because you're so close already. You need to have your sense. Qi Sao is not go there doing push hand with somebody standing 10 million miles away. Is that good for Wooden Army? Sure. Wooden Army is to train you so that you have the high intensity, relentlessness type of momentum shoot in. That's why you need a Wooden Army. If you practice with those kind of shoot in, look at all those other Chinese martial arts using trees to crush into. You need that. That's Wooden Army. So is a form useful? Sure. That's why here you got your heart rate, your everything. You can map scientifically on what you develop. So is form something wrong? No. Is Qi Sao something wrong? No. Is the Wooden Army something wrong? No. But it's just somebody is just doing something else. They do not do something which is supporting the fighting anymore. So this is the truth. Take it or leave it. So I hope that in America, we need to see the truth, or else everybody going down to the tube. Why do we want to be like in the ship, like we ride in the Titanic? You want to be in the Titanic, or we will do anything to avoid those to happen. So that is how serious it is. And of course, if there's money involved, benefit involved, title involved, and politics involved, people will not be able to say this. And that's why I say it is better. I don't have school, I don't have lineage, I don't have business, I retire. That's why I tell you, this is what the Chinese say. Okay? How Wing Chun look like? How it's supposed to look like? A Thai boxer will fight like a Thai boxer. A BJJ will fight like a BJJ. A Western boxer will fight like a Western boxer. A Kyokushin will fight like a Kyokushin. A Choi Lei fight will fight like a Choi Lei fight. So how is your Wing Chun fight? Like a movie? Like this? As what Si Xiaodong said? So that's how it is. It has to be rectified and set a proper mindset and image for everybody. You don't have time, you run out of time. If you don't set the proper image, what are you training? Still standing down there, you say, claim that you do Xiu Lim Tao for 1 hour. Why you don't even have your VO2 max? And how are you going to generate the high impact momentum, high intensity or momentum, the relentlessness momentum to go through where it's required? And then you end up with like what Si Xiaodong say, oh, it's a womanize like this. It never go in. So this is what I tell you, you know. I know it might be hard for you guys to take this, but it's very suffocate for me. In one way, you see what is in the ancient Chinese. In another way, you see about the Si Xiaodong, and you cannot blame him. Another way, you can have people all playing grandmaster to like to argue anything. And then another way is the entire Chinese culture get tear apart. What should I say? Should I say it? Well, in America, we have freedom of speech. It's protected by law, whatever the truth. That's why America is great, because of people be able to present what is the truth. Without this, how can you move forward? How can you evolve to better? How can you create more good Wing Chuners for the next generations? Or everybody to sit around saying that, oh, my grandmaster is the best. You always is your grandmaster is the best. And everybody is just following the grandmaster, but nobody ever surpassed the grandmaster. And all people, when they don't like it, they start their own Wing Chun. Isn't that happened for past 70 years? Look around. And you have so many young people like in the Southeast Asia and so forth following this. Are you serious? And that's why now there's a lot of young Chinese now turn into MMA because of this. So this is what I like to share with you guys today, you know, since you guys have your view. So probably I'm extreme or whatever, you know, but I share it with evidence.
Well, this is not extreme. This is what it is. It has to be said.
I know it might influence the entire world of Wing Chun. But think, Am I saying this because of I want sweet talk you guys all so that I become the grandmaster or a scholar or researcher? Or I tell you that you guys don't change, there's no future. Even though you hate me, but your future rely on change. Your future rely on this. Your future rely on this, the Chinese. I make it in English so that everybody will read it, but you guys in Chinese, you can read the real Chinese document. You don't need my books. This need to be rectified. Am I right?
Yes.
So you know, this is what I like to share with you guys. Unfortunately, we have to come to this point. I don't like to say this too. Why am I want to make enemies to everybody? But then if contribution, positive contribution mean that you is going to dislike by people, then I do that. Because that's for the people, for the culture. Otherwise, we are selfish. So that's all for today. See you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.